Sabo Mohammed Nakubu, Jigawa Southwest.
The Senate leader, the President of the Senate, Senator Ahmad Lawan, the Deputy Senate of the Deputy Senate President, Senator Obioma Agege, Senate leader, Senator Yaya Abdullahi, principal officers of the Senate here present, distinguished senators. It is an history today when it is not a domestic trial, but very unusual to find the husband and wife before the caucus of his party. That is one. Being with you again brought back my heartfelt memories of the time I was in the Senate. The foundation of my lifetime democracy. To you, my wife, the principal officer of my house, I say thank you. We didn't know that we ever make this history of being here before the caucus of the All Progressive Congress Party. My entrance into the politics came in this building. I was first a senator and shall always consider myself part of this body. This is an homecoming for me, and I felt the essence of being here. It's very, very emotional for me. Brought the memory of Nigeria's struggle towards democracy to me back on time. And I must state here categorically, repeat the fact that today we are celebrating something big, the democratic dispensation in our country. I must first of all say thank you very much. Thank you all for sustaining our democratic governance, for sustaining the struggle. There's a special friend of mine who is here, who will struggle for this democracy together. We were in the same detention cell, Senator Abu Ibrahim. What makes it special is a great lesson for me. My wife used to bring food for us and any other thing in detention. And when we were charged to court for treasonable felony against military rule, one special characteristics of leadership and friendship was demonstrated by one person, and one person only with me here. The rest of them, some are dead, some are alive, but may God grant them Al-Jannah Firdaus. But Abu Ibrahim, we got to court under the charges. A general of blessed memory called in advance, and they granted him bail in isolation of the rest. And he refused to leave. He said, unless all of us, including myself, granted the same condition, the same bail, he will not leave. The Alagos Detention Center. What did he do? The package things out that the court has granted you bail. But he packed back inside and stayed with us. Let me say a big thank you to this great exemplar character. Today, we have the opportunity to continue this democracy because of those struggles. And the essence of the representative democracy in the assemblage of the prudent and the wise to pass just law for the benefit of our people. The legislature is the body that should pass those laws, determine the fate of our country, and determine the welfare of our people. What I have seen in your work and in your words, I can truly say this nation is in good hand because it's in your hand. I've seen the essence of your being. I run into a little ambush of women protesters because I went to the other gate. Interestingly, affirmative action is being successful, but you have been very, very careful not to jeopardize the Constitution. Yes, the interest of women are necessary. But for APC, we are doing our best and will continue to do our best to accommodate the interest of our women. Maybe they will get this message. It turned me back around. The National Assembly and the spirit of democracy. I must say again, once again, thank you, the Senate President. You have shown unusual leadership since you assumed the leadership of this office. You have navigated the minefields and the essence of putting our country together. Unity in diversity. How we should use that diversity for our prosperity. You have done very well. I've seen the harmonious relationship with the executive. I've seen the cordiality between the National Assembly and the executive as something germane to national development and progress. It is crucially important that you do your job in the atmosphere of no intimidation or bullying. You have been doing that. You are careful as a team leader, and you built a very successful team that is navigating this country very well in the right direction. Democracy does not strive when both arms of the government are not in tandem with the spirit of nationalism, development, and fairness to all. You represented various constituencies. I know how fast you want Nigeria to grow economically, but I know the odds in our way. I know with adequate communication, effective strategy, with this assembly, work, and the only way that we can progress and make a better Nigeria. We owe it to ourselves. We owe it to next generation. We owe it to our children to be able to fashion a new order. Think out of the box. Be sincerely committed to our unity. Unity in diversity. Prosperity for growth and aspiration of many Nigerians. Here we are, just 20 years in democratic governance. Our party, APC, was united in 2015. I was a very active part of the merger. But I show you one example of my time then. When the constitution of APC was being written, they called me. What do I want? I've given it all. I will be satisfied with anything. Anything you call me or any name you assign to me, because as long as this merger is successful, I have a prospect, I have a future, I have an opportunity to excel. Somebody ran to me telling me that, hey, they say you are the party leader, but that party leadership is not defined yet. I should intervene. I said no. I was not going to intervene. If it's going to disrupt the timetable of the committee in charge of it, we should leave them to do their job. I was with Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari that evening. And it's somebody who gives you an assignment and leave you to do it. So I didn't want to intervene. They called me the party leader. They didn't define the role. I look for leadership meaning as I know it, and I continue to play that role. They didn't divide it in our constitution. I continue to accept it. Let me tell you about myself at this stage. I'm a contented person. I called for this audience, and I'm grateful to you. My background is in accountancy and finance. That's what I went to university for, Chicago State University. I was a distinguished scholar. I won many awards. And I graduated with honors. Honors. I was recruited by 5 of the big 8 accounting firms, Deloitte, Anderson, and others. They offered me jobs. But I chose the one that promised to give me audit exposure and assignment to organizations having roots in Nigeria. Visa, Mobu, Exxon, Mobu, and Shell. I chose to go with the Exxon Mobu at Deloitte. From Deloitte, I was assigned to Aramco and various organizations. I was exposed, I don't want to waste your time, to many of big companies and the corporate bodies. I was well trained. And when I said it was time for me to go back to my country, Mobu transferred me. I came home. Don't be surprised. The opposition and the lessons of life that you will learn as this is your journey of democracy. Our journey of democracy is put together. Don't worry about people stabbing you in the back, people running you into suffering blood. Believe in God. Determination, consistency, and perseverance will pull you through and will pull us through in this country. When I was in Mobu, I was the Auditor General, and those who had worked then with me knew this. I disagreed with one man called Erickson. He was the MD. We disagreed on my audit report. I sent it without alternative job. You did the example now. The man was recalled to New York headquarters. I was promoted double level and became the treasurer of Mobu. You did it through something. There was a bill before you that want alteration. I want your sitting and president. I saw the gavel and the hand of the distinguished Senate president. He posed the question. Low was quiet. No was muted. Yes was the loudest. And he said yes, add it. He explained it again, and yet add it. That is against the partial request of a president. That is what I say, courage and a can-do attitude that the nation needs. Ahmad, the Senate President, I will continue to respect you for the rest of my life. Thank you very much. Why I'm here, why am I here? I came for your counsel, partnership, and support. Nigeria has come to that stage when we need a change of battle. Mr. President is about to serve his second term in full. The election is coming up in February. We have various programs that I don't have to restate here. Nomination process, primary process, and all of that. I can't do it by myself, and I can't do it by sitting at home, expecting that many friends personal friends that I have here will do it for me. I believe jointly we can do it. You can back me successfully for the nomination of my lifetime ambition to become the... I told Senate President only today, he's reading it in the newspapers. That's why I must come to his domain to explain myself. I've told Mr. President of my ambition, and I've announced it. But if the council of wise men is anything to go by, you see some advice. If you want to go fast, do it alone. But if you want to get there, get success, and go there, definitely go with a team. I'm asking for that teammanship here today to get me over the hump of nomination process. And from that hump to get me to the presidency of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. You remind me of the journey so far. That brings back again my memory of the first national anthem of this country. What is that? The first stanza. It says, though tribes, tongues are differ, but in brotherhood we stand. That is why the symbol of our party is broom. To create prosperity, cleanse our society of promises of essential commodity. When we have the best brains, the energy to deliver Nigeria of our tomorrow today, you are in charge. The democratic tree that you are cultivating will bring the fruit for the welfare of the people. Mr. President of the Senate, I still congratulate you. Budget passing, the adjustment, the timeliness of raising Nigeria hope. The rest that remains is about a change of leadership that I mentioned to Mr. President and my ambition. And I told him, my ambition is not blind to the extent that I will step on his toes. I just want to step into his shoe and not on his toes. Nigeria will remain united in my period. And we will use that unity, the symbol of our party, stay as one to cleanse of Nigeria of unrealizable potential. It's taking too long. The rest of the world is in a hurry. And we have the capacity, the ability, the knowledge, the human resources and material resources to produce things that other countries will buy from us. Today, why are we flying our gas? When we could have invested long term to compete with Russia in Europe, we can still do it, my dear brothers and sisters. If I continue to talk about the emotional thing that is affecting us in the country, I will take too much of your time. And I could see the characteristics of our potential. The leadership that I sit before today is the leadership that Nigeria needs. You are great men and women who can change the story and make the music of a national development a better rhythm with a great lyrics. I want to beg you to look at my capacity, my experience. I am just an unusual candidate at this period. Why? I'm perhaps the only one who has been in the Senate, who has been a governor, and aspiring to become president. By pushing me over the hump, when you support me vigorously, you have created a greater path and paved the way for Nigerian progress. That I submit. Please accept my submission. Thank you very much.